What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So something a little different here. I'm going back about 13 years and checking out the OG Warhammer Space Marine game, mostly because I did play this when it originally came out on Xbox 360, and with the new trailer that has been out and the gameplay explanations for the new Space Marine 2 that's coming this September, yeah, it looks really good. And this made me go back and check out the other Space Marine game that I had originally played on my Xbox 360. Well, I picked up the PC version and I've been playing it on all the handhelds and just figured I'd make a video and show it here. It runs great, it's still a lot of fun, and I think it holds up pretty well. As far as options, well, there's not a lot to go from here, but you can run the two settings on high. I've got VSync off here, and you can run the proper aspect ratio for deck and Legion Go. So 8.5 here is like our 1610 and our 800p, so that works just fine. We also have 16.9 and 4.3, but to fill the screen and run 800p, this 8.5 and 1280 by 800 works really good here for Steam Deck. Now we'll take a look at the Legion Go, the Ally, and the deck, but we're going to start off here on the Steam Deck, and I'm just basically uncapping the frame rate here, and it runs so smooth. Now I'm on the OLED deck here with the 90 Hz screen, and I've actually been playing it here off camera at 90 Hz locked, and what a really smooth, great experience on the OLED. But I wanted to do the video unlocked just so that we can see what the real frame rate is we're getting, what kind of overhead there is, and it's going to vary and dip and do some different things here and there, but ultimately you're not going to have a problem running this game at 60 to 90 FPS, lock it down, do whatever you want, save some battery power, whatever the case. But I think this game holds up really well. I remember having a blast playing it on the Xbox 360 well over the decade ago now, and yeah, when I saw the trailer for the new Space Marine, it really got me hyped for the game. And when I went and grabbed this on Steam, the Anniversary Edition, and jumped in, I just remember how much fun it was. So having a lot of fun playing through it here again on the handhelds, and pretty much the first few missions playing through, the performance is pretty consistent here. I mean, I'm generally getting over 100 FPS no matter what's happening on screen, depending on what's going on. Like, it could dip down to the 90s, but for the most part it does really good here. And it's an older game, so hey, I wouldn't expect it to be hard to run or have a problem, but man, it's so flawless and smooth and nice to play, which really helps coming to a game like this over a decade later and being able to experience it so nicely on these handhelds, especially something like the Steam Deck. I think it works out really well. And if you haven't checked out this game, I think it's definitely worth checking it out before the sequel. Space Marine 2 comes out in September, and depending on when you're watching this video, maybe it's already out. But I do want to take a look now at the Legion Go. We're just same settings here, but we're using that 8.5 and using the 1200p here, so it works really well. Now you could drop to 800p and get higher frame rate. You can push up against the 144 Hz, like if you just want to kind of start trying to get closer to maxing out the Legion Go screen for the fun of it. But the 1200p worked out really well. 1600 was more like 40s for me. The resolution's not great for that and just wasn't worth it, but I felt like 1200p on here at the 20 watts was like a really good experience, and I always was like 60 to 100 FPS depending on where I'm at in the game and what's going on. Of course, we have lots of room to play here between wattage, resolution, and all of that, but I thought this was a pretty good sweet spot just to show how the game's running. Again, being able to fill the screen's really nice with that 8.5 here, and it looks great on the large Legion Go screen. Still one of my favorite handhelds, mostly due to the screen size. I just really like the screen on the Go here. Another nice thing about this game on the handhelds is it's only like 10 or 11 gigs, and a lot of games are so big these days you can only fit a few of them on these 512 and sometimes even 1 terabyte SSDs. So not only is it holding up pretty well, still a lot of fun, but it doesn't take up a lot of space to keep it there on your device to play when you're ready at 10 or 11 gigs. And that's for the Anniversary Edition with all the DLC installed. So if you can catch this on sale, that would probably be a pretty good time to pick it up and check it out and kind of play through the game and get ready for the next one. Not that you'll need to play the first one first. The second one takes place like a century later and all of that, but I just think it might be fun to get in and check it out anyway. But yeah, it looks great, runs great here on the Legion Go, runs great over on the Steam Deck. And really quickly, let's just take a look at the Ally. Very similar hardware here, of course, to the Go. Settings wise, we'll just use our 16:9 on the Ally since we have the normal aspect ratio here, and 1080p. So 1200p on the Go was great, 800p on the deck, and then we'll just do 1080p here on the Ally. So we'll get really good performance with this as well. Of course, 60 to 100 FPS, at times will be over the 100, same as the Legion Go, and it'll have its times of ups and downs, but It's an older game, easy to run, doesn't take up a lot of space, frame times are great, smooth, all that stuff. So yeah, no matter what handheld you're on, I think you're going to have a good experience. And again, this game tends to just still be a lot of fun. I'm still having a lot of fun. The combat still feels good. Guns still feel good. All the melee stuff. It's pretty action-packed from beginning on. You're pretty much always busy and kind of adrenaline, you know, hack and slash shooter third person kind of thing. So it does its thing really well. I think it holds up pretty well, and I'm really looking forward to the next iteration with Space Marine 2. The only thing here for my Ally, something I'm looking forward to on the Ally X, is jumping between all these handhelds in so many tests. The sticks, how loose they are, and I know these can be switched out, but that's what bothers me the most about this device as far as like off the line buying it, because I've been jumping back and forth to all these devices a lot, and that's the only thing that bothered me while playing this game, was just how much looser these sticks were compared to the Steam Deck and the Go. But other than that, looks really good here, plays great. None of these devices gave me any trouble playing the game, and I just thought it was fun to highlight it here, showing it on all of these really quickly to you guys. If you haven't experienced this game yet, it might be worth a look, again, especially if you catch it on sale, and keep an eye out for Space Marine 2 that's coming in September. I think that game is going to be a lot of fun. I think it'll be a hit. Hopefully it reviews well. Hopefully they've got it optimized well, because I know it's going to be a graphical intense game as well, not like this one. But anyways, guys, thanks a lot for coming to check out the video. As always, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.